Right back in your faces and on your airwaves, guys. Welcome to Fuse Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. The gang. The gang is in the building. ABA Kings in the building.
And Gabrielle.
The beautiful Gabrielle.
Oh, yay.
Gabby.
Thanks,
Looking like, she's dressed for Met Gala.
Yeah, with a big afro wig,
Fro things. Get me lit. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the show. Today we would be talking about broke shaming and gold digging. All right, and I'm sure you want to find out what we have to say in details because we are going to be shattering a lot of tables today.
That's right.
But don't move on, we'll be
them.
right back after the short break. Stay with us.
That's right.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Oh yeah, go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Oh. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Oh. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. Oh yeah, you heard me. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va être content parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là.
Fuse Unbothered.
Well, it has always been a thing of trend from watching the old Nollywood movies.
I thought you were not going to mention Nollywood because that's the genesis of all these problems.
Yeah. You know, when watching old Nollywood movies where you see like one rich guy marries, maybe the driver's daughter, or maybe one prince from one village marries the village master's daughter, or maybe there's one rich babe now that loves the driver's son or the gatesman's son, and the family will now come and say, I will pay you 10 million naira to leave my daughter. Those things do not happen again.
Type of parents now.
And not just that aspect, there's also an aspect of old Nollywood movies where you see that, the babe wants to marry a rich guy, or the guy wants to marry a rich babe, and it was always a thing. And we used to feel like, it always portrayed some level of gold digging, because it seemed like it was some level of greed to be interested in
someone who's rich, a rich partner, basically.
A rich partner. Do you understand? Than someone who is literally maybe on your level, or someone that is not as rich as, you get what I'm saying. So now we are shedding light on this because of one of the tweets that TJ Omori just put out recently, when he was saying, do not allow anybody to bully you all in the name of gold digging. All right?
Yeah.
Plan your aesthetics and plan your life. If
you
want to marry a rich person, go for it.
Honestly. And I think I like what he said because, it's the aesthetic for me. The fact that he said, plan your life aesthetic. I'm like, okay, I like the way this sounds. But you didn't talk about the fact that in
it's a video director, so you make use of terminology
terms like that.
Yeah, so.
But funnily enough, back then when we used to watch old Nollywood, it was not really a case of, someone just going to dig gold. The narratives we saw a lot of times was a narrative of, just as you said, a poor girl, wanting to marry a rich man, and then the family's like, we don't want this kind of woman.
We'll pay you this amount.
We'll pay you. And I'm just like, where are all those parents that is to give 200 million to leave their son? Because I don't mind though. I don't mind though. Like, what happened?
Say you are hearing fear woman.
I really
fear
don't mind.
Woman.
So now the question now is it a bad thing, right, to really want to get married to somebody who is, very rich? Obviously, is it a bad thing?
Is it? No, I would
because
say,
people
is
shame
it greed?
People.
Is it greed, ambition, or gold digging? Is it greed, ambition,
or gold digging?
If you are planning your aesthetics and you're planning your future and you see yourself wanting to marry like a richer partner, and I'm not restricting this to just one gender.
I'm going to talk about the different genders because I think it applies differently.
I want to hear your gender zone first.
No, calm down first. Don't worry. Okay, so for my gender, I'll speak as a woman, and I'll speak for myself. Please, I'm not representing the views of all the women out there.
Whatever you say shall be the truth.
Calm down. Don't worry. It shall be the truth. Okay, so for me as a lady, I think me wanting to settle down with a partner who is richer is coming from a place of doing the right thing. sometimes, and that's because you just want, as a woman, it's most times the duty of the man to take care of the family. A lot of ladies are looking to find a guy who is financially stable, who is comfortable enough to handle that responsibility, because it's not just about it's about finances as well. Can you as a man handle the financial aspect of the lives of not just your wife, your own life, but also the lives of your children? And a lot of women put this into consideration when they're trying to settle down. So if you ask me, is it bad, to do that? I think it's okay as a woman. It's the right thing to be honest. But if that's the only thing you are considering, then that's where it's bad. I mean, if you've said, oh, I've lived in, someone who has lived in poverty for a very long time, saying, I want to see the other side of life. It's good. It's very good to be that,
So at that point,
inquisitive.
relationship or marriage becomes a poverty alleviation scheme.
Yes, if you are not considering anything else. So somebody who is considering, I'm considering, does this person fear God? I'm considering, does this person have a good character? I'm considering this person, all the other very important qualities that people should have if they're looking to settle down. And then, financial stability happens to be one of the considerations. Then for me, that's okay. But if it's the only
relationship, let's just say relationship generally. Okay.
But for guys, AB, this one, putting me on the spot. For guys, I've seen some guys that would say, I want to only, they don't say it. A guy will not say it. That's why I want to ask you and put you on the spot now. A guy will not say, I'm looking for a rich babe. He won't say it out there openly. So do guys do these things where they say the girl has to be from a very, very, wealthy family?
Well, not really. I mean, first off, I'm not in my 30s. I'm not old that much yet. So I'm still in my mid-20s. And I know that people in my age grade, and when we have conversations, a lot of my friends and guys that I know would say they prefer to date a babe that is working and not a babe that is, doesn't have a job. Okay. That she's working or she has a stable financial income. Do you understand?
Having a stable income is different from being wealthy.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. That I can speak for a lot of guys in my age bracket. Do you understand? People between maybe like 24, 25 till like maybe 29. These are the conversations that guys have. They probably would just maybe want to have like a fling with normal babes with aesthetics, like physical aesthetics and stuff like that. But if they say that they want to be in a relationship with someone, like they want to be in a relationship or literally settle down, I feel like apart from every other thing that might be attractive, one major thing that will be on the priority is someone that is financially stable, that has a stable income.
That has a stable income. Okay, so if guys are doing this, why are women now shamed for doing the exact same thing?
But the thing is, we don't usually glorify it as as the itinerary on the checklist. We don't glorify it. But a lot of times, it's because of the way we are built as individuals. Okay. Women are very emotional and they're very vocal. Men like to process. Men would rather keep quiet and show in actions and stuff like that. So yes,
it just goes to show that all of us are looking for the same things.
Then again,
all of us are gold diggers.
No. So when I was saying there's a difference between greed, ambition, and gold digging, all right, it's the same way someone will say that, oh, I want to be like Ibuku Awosika.
No, that's ambition.
That's ambition. Do you understand? And that's ambition in your career. All right. The same way you're ambitious in your career, you're also going to be ambitious in every aspect of your life. I could be ambitious.
Financially ambitious.
I could be financially ambitious. I could be I could have my own fitness goals, like my fitness ambition, and work towards a certain goal. Do you understand? So also, I would also have like my ambition when it comes to my relationship. Do you understand? And say that, oh, I think I fancy this kind of relationship. I want to be able to call my partner and say, can we meet up in so place? And she also can foot the bill also. Okay. Do you understand? So that at that point is ambition, not gold digging. But if your primary purpose in life sounds like a poverty alleviation scheme
when you're going into a relationship,
then that's gold digging.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. AB has made it clear.
Yes.
See, you guys, we still have much to talk about this. We're going to still be digging into this whole topic because I feel like there's still so much.
Yes, there's still greed. I'll talk about greed when we get back from the show. Yeah. Don't move them also, guys.
That's right.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Oh yeah, go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Oh. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Oh. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. Oh yeah, you hear me? Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va content parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là. Fuse Unpotted.
So I've mentioned that there's ambition and there's gold digging. I clearly stated what gold digging is. If your primary purpose of getting into a relationship is actually sounding like when you explain it sounds like a poverty alleviation scheme, then that's outright gold digging.
But then should people still feel bad about that? That's the
about
thing.
Gold
because
digging.
you know, I feel like what TG is saying is don't let anybody bully you into
just own it with your chest. And if it's working for you, good. But it doesn't. It's never the same story for everybody. Sometimes it works for some people. Sometimes it doesn't work for some people. Like I said, this trophy wife thing, it goes on so smoothly for a lot of people. It goes on well.
A lot of guys.
It goes on a lot of guys. A lot of women in a relationship, but some people it doesn't, because I mean the same way you were brought in as a trophy wife, sometimes it's either that the person is having another trophy side chick somewhere and stuff like that, but that's on the side. All right, if you want to feel guilty about it, that's on you. If you don't want to feel guilty, that's on you. But are you enjoying yourself? Are you having the time of your life? Is that what you wanted? Is that what you want? I beg about out of
the
life.
relationship.
If it is giving you what you want, by all means, go ahead, go on with it. Now, the final one is greed, all right? And greed comes in a place where you're with someone or you have someone that, and this is one thing that I just hope I don't get dragged for this.
No, let me hear.
This is something that a lot of ladies actually in this generation.
Keep going. I really want to.
Wait, now in this generation misunderstand, all right? And imagine that you have someone in your space, in your corner, all right, that is, I don't know, maybe chiking you, or maybe you guys are even dating or something. Or let me not even say you guys are dating. This guy is obviously into you, you know, can afford the basic things. He's doing his best within his possible best within his power to make things work out between both of you. And because of you're in your prime area, or will I say you're in your prime time where you have a lot of guys, you know, buzzing, disturbing, and these guys are bigger, richer than these guys.
So she's bad because she picked she's greedy because she picked the guy that is richer.
Hold on now. If you now decided to be with that person, and you know, at that point where you now see that, oh, this person, or maybe he cannot meet up to the other ones, or you are with that person and another person that has money more than that person comes, you're already with someone. All right, then someone else now comes that, and you see that this person doing his day, doing his, and you now, because of that major reason, all right, creates problem in that relationship and break up and move to that person. Then that's greed.
Okay,
that's greed.
It doesn't matter if this other new guy that is richer has every other thing that she needs in a man.
If, like I said, if the only thing that is making you leave that your current partner is because this guy has,
I'm not going to accept that this is just for the women, because the example you gave just puts the light on women alone.
No,
the people that can be greedy.
Okay,
but I've seen it happen with guys that are looking for women that are very rich, not just financially.
Yes,
very
actually,
rich,
it goes both ways. Actually, guys also do it.
So I mean, gold digging is a bad thing, right?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying do what he wants. I said do what, but hold it to your chest.
Okay.
Do you understand? Hold it to your chest. Don't lie to yourself. I mean, even if you try to deceive everybody around you, do not lie to yourself.
Do not lie to yourself.
Do what you're doing.
Okay. Guys, we want to know what you have to say about this. Is gold digging a bad thing, or is it okay to just keep on, go around digging gold? You find us on Instagram at Fuse Local and on YouTube at The Fuse. Do well to follow, subscribe, and hit post notifications. Turn it on so that you know when a new content drops. You will find me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby. Do well to follow, guys. podcast.
Hey guys, link up with me on all social media platforms, AB_AKYNZ. From all of us here in the studio, guys. Stay fused. Holla. It's crazy.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.